Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Hungry Man 97 Collectibles. We're gonna focus on some cards with some errors and just some one-offs and some strange cards maybe you've never heard of. I bet you're gonna see some cards that you have heard of though. Some valuable. Unfortunately, most of them are not. They're just kind of valuable to me because it's kind of a cool thing they'll know about some of the error cards that come out nowadays. So I think we're gonna have fun with these. Today we're going to talk about the 1981 Fleer. Well, there's a couple other Fleers in here too that aren't 81, but we're going to talk about them. This, of course, is the inaugural set of Fleer. Well, let me rephrase that. Fleer has been around since before the turn of the century, but they've been trying to get on the card scene. They were able to do so in 1981. I described this in an earlier video when we talked about the 81 Donruss. And they were plagued with errors also, and it's just really funny what they did. So they had a really hard time getting out some good, quality cards. The pictures were blurry. The players were looking off weird angles. And then the spelling errors, the inconsistencies. There's some other weird finger errors. We're going to talk about that one, so just hold that thought. First of all, we got a Tug McGraw here. Tug McGraw has kind of a cool story because he is the father of Tim McGraw, and I totally didn't know that until I read it. Really cool story, by the way. So the front of his card, where it has his name, it says his name is Game Saver, and his position is Tug McGraw. Well, I think we've kind of figured out what they did there. They got the two backwards. They did later correct this, and they switched it so it has his name and then the pitcher. So kind of a weird error. They're just in a hurry. This one here is a 1982 Fleer, Al Roboski. Good Polish name. And on the back, they decided that he was 5'1". Well, that's not actually correct. He's 5'10". So they fixed that and reissued the card with the correct height on it. So kind of an odd one. We don't really see a lot of height errors. A little fun fact too. Al Roboski will autograph this card, and you can go on eBay and you can actually find where he will sign his name and he'll write below it height 5'11". It's just kind of a funny thing he does. All right, next one, Ron C, number 126. This one is the finger error I was talking about, also called the bird error, flipping the bird, or it's also called the hand error, where there is a little bitty finger on the back of the card. And no one knows really what's going on here. Some people think that, it's some kind of Fleer employee. This is always the go-to story. It's always some disgruntled employee. That's always the go-to. And they said that this disgruntled Fleer employee was putting the finger on there to symbolize, flipping people off. Well, if he was going to really do that, I think he would have done a better job of drawing that. He put it in a weird place. Now, there's a couple cards where it's on the front, on the actual baseball, and that's kind of cool. I don't have any of those. But these cards aren't really worth much. They might be worth like $1 or something like that. They're not really collectibles, but they are out there, and they're kind of hard to find. So the finger errors, and they're on probably 6 or 8 different cards, so it's not on like all of their cards. Oh man, this next one, this Steve Carlton card, they came out with 3 different variants of it that I know of. There may be more. So they, just like on the first card we were talking about with Tug McGraw, they put his name as Lefty the Golden Arm, and then his position is Steve Carlton. I don't know why they have to put all that extra stuff in there. They just really like this guy. They later did correct it by putting Steve Carlton Pitcher of the Year. And they changed the picture too, and I don't know why, because if anything, the corrected picture's less out of focus. But they did something kind of interesting. When they corrected the picture, you go to the back of the card, you're going to find another error, and it's really funny. After the year 1965, Steve Carlton apparently played in the year 1066. So I guess he played catch with William Shakespeare or something. So, and then they came out with a third variation of it where they actually corrected it, and they have it with his name on it, his pitcher of the year, and with 1966 instead of 1066. So kind of a fun little one there. The Craig Nettles card. This is kind of a popular one of the more popular error cards. Probably the most popular in this set. Well, in the back, they misspelt his name. They spelt it Craig with a C, C-R-A-I-G, more of a traditional spelling. So this is the Greg Nettles Craig on back error card. It's worth a few bucks. $5, $10, I don't know. It's up there a little bit. Got a couple other Fleers. Now these are both from the '83 season. So they got Rickey Henderson. It's kind of a cool card. I've always been a big Rickey Henderson. I remember when he got the steals record, beating Lou Brock. He was playing for the Oakland A's and he stole that base. I think it was second base. I don't know. But when he got that base, everyone cheered and he picked up the base out of the ground and he held it above his head, and just, of course, everyone went crazy. That was a cool day. I remember that. I remember that. So speaking of Lou Brock, on the back they say Lou Brock stole 120 bases in 1974. He actually stole 118. So they got 120 instead of 118. Big whoop. Ryne Sandberg. This one's kind of funny. Okay, so in 1983. This is card number 507. They said he set passing and offense records as a quarterback at North Central High School in Spokane, West Virginia. Now, I'm from the Northwest, and I don't think there's a Spokane in West Virginia. Maybe there is. But they meant to say Spokane, Washington. So, kind of a funny error there. Both of those cards, as far as I know, are uncorrected. But, probably not worth too much. Maybe $5 each or something like that. So, that is all the Fleer errors. There is a ton of errors by Fleer, especially in that 1981 set that I don't have, and there's a lot of them that are out there and easy to find. None of them really worth that much, once again. So that's it for baseball cards today. I got one more funny one I want to show you guys. This is from the 1975 Topps Marvel. I think it's called Marvel Comic Book Heroes. I think that's what it's called. And there's a lot of really funny cards in this set, and I hope to get the whole set one day. And they're funny because the captions. I think they just got some drunk guy to be like, okay, write these captions for these cards. And this one is called Man Thing, and I don't know where they got this. They decided to caption this card, I dropped the soap in the shower. And I don't know why in 1975, maybe it meant something else. I don't know. If anyone has any idea why he would say I dropped the soap in the shower, comment it down below. But that's kind of a cool card. It's a sticker. There's nothing on the back. But probably one of my favorite cards of my whole set. And it's not even a baseball card. So, alright guys, I'm so glad you tuned in. I hope you're subscribing and liking. We're going to have some fun with this channel. And I hope these error cards are fun for you. Yeah, some of them are a little boring because it's like, okay, you got a number wrong, whoop-de-doo, but it's just kind of fun because some of them are really goofy errors. So I think we're going to focus on, let's talk about some Upper Deck cards next. Upper Deck really is a higher echelon of card that is known for having better pictures and quality, being worth more, but they're also known on being more accurate. So we're going to see if they're as perfect as we think they are. So don't miss the next episode. We're going to have fun doing this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave some comments below. We'll see you next time.